All right, that's 18 here at the Black
Horse?
no.
Black Run?
Hey, what's the name of this place? All right, guys, today we are at Blackwolf Run, the Meadow Valleys Course. And look at this range, it's pretty spectacular. And we're playing this guy today. We're gonna tip it out again, which is gonna be a little different than Whistling Straits the other day. It's only 72.50 today, so we're saving over 500 yards today. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna be a good day. I'm playing with this homeboy, Golfholics. Make sure you give them a checkout link in the description below. You ready, Mike?
Oh, I'm ready. My body's a little sore after Whistling Straits. We took a beat down out there, and yeah, I think today will be a little bit easier.
Good. We need it. All right, here we go. Deep in the heart of Sheboygan, Wisconsin is the Blackwolf Run property, and we're playing the Meadow Valleys Course, an incredible peat dye design. There's two courses on this property, the river and the Meadows Valley. We're here at the Meadow Valley, an incredibly spectacular spot. I've never been to Wisconsin before, so I'm looking forward to playing the courses here. This has hosted two women's U.S. Opens in 1998 and 2012. First hole is 392-yard par 4. Wind is blowing pretty good, straight into our face, so I'm just trying to miss the water on the left, which is about a 240 carry if you go right and straight into the wind. So left me 164 with a punch knockdown 6-iron. Again, just trying to keep it low and hit a really good one here. And just past the pin about 25 feet. Slick greens downhill, breaking right to left. So I'm just trying to get it close. It had a good look. Left me about 5 feet. Just kept rolling. So I just did one of these on the first hole, and luckily it went in. Sometimes they don't. Second hole is a 402-yard par 4. Wind again, straight into the wind. I'm trying to play a low draw, and I just squeezed it out to the right. Not a bad spot to miss. There's some opening there, but I'm in this junkyard 165, and I'm hitting a swooping 8-iron in there, just trying to hit the right front portion of the green. There's a big slope that runs, and it really fed close to the hole. Left me about 12 feet uphill, right to left for birdie. And I really was looking to make this one, and I just didn't give it quite enough speed. But again, good start. A couple good pars on some holes into the wind. Now we're going a little downwind, 182, choking down a little 6-iron, playing a cut to this pin, which is right in the front part of the green. And I hit it really good and went way past 45-footer, uphill and then downhill, which are always tough because you want to hit it hard enough to get the uphill, but not too hard to race downhill. So I did the old leave it at the top of the hill routine, left me 20-footer for par. And this was actually a good putt, just didn't quite hit it hard enough. And a 3-putt bogey, which is not the funnest thing, but it was a tough 3 holes opener. 565, par 5. Going back into the wind again, so it's playing extra long. Our caddy said, hey, don't go in that bunker on the right. So I was like, hey, thanks for telling me about that. Left it in there, 4-iron punch. Hit this really good, which is good because this might happen a lot today. About 115, trying to saw off a pitching wedge uphill, fading toward the pin, and just left it underneath the hole for about a 15-foot uphill birdie putt. Again, man, I was looking to make this thing, but I just didn't quite hit it. It kind of happens after those 3 putters on the previous hole. 403, par 4. There's a corner I'm trying to cover off the right side, and I just missed it a little, and it didn't quite cover. So it kicked this slope, rolled down to here, 109.54 degree wedge. I hit it good, and it just squirted off to the right. I mean, hit that tree, bounced backwards, left me about this 30-yarder, which there's a ridge on the green. You could kind of see the discoloration. So I'm playing way out to the right so it doesn't hit that slope and roll down. So left about a 20-footer downhiller. I thought I made this when I hit it, but again, I just didn't have the pace. These fast greens, I'm being a little tentative. Now this is a tough one. 475-yard par 4, hole number 6. And Hit a good drive. I was trying to guard against going right, so I kind of tugged it a little. And hey, I'm in a bunker again. And I had a long way, like 255, so I'm just kind of laying it up like a 4-iron. Hit it high, hit it a little chunky. Now, again, into the wind, so I'm choking down this 6-iron from 145. And I tried to cut it, came over it, double-crossed myself, so I'm hitting my poor shot, staring double bogey in the face if I'm not careful. This was a tough little pitch, but I had a lot of room, a lot of green to work with, so I just landed it on and let it roll down to the hole. Left me about a 5-footer for bogey. And it made it, so I'm not too disappointed with bogey there. Now we're at the 7th hole, par 5, short, 520. But into the wind once again, and it's blowing pretty good. You can't really see anything blowing, but dead in the wind. I'm taking a hybrid here out of the rough, and I'm just trying to clear that pot bunker in the middle of the fairway, and this hit the fairway and just rolled forever. Left me this 40-yarder tight lie, so I'm going 7-iron, and I'm just looking left of the hole. There's a ridge there that I want to roll it over, and I hit a really good shot here, but I just gave it a little too much. Maybe the 8-iron would have been the play. So it left me about a 30-footer downhill, big swing from left to right. Well, okay, maybe not that big a swing, but left me a like 4-footer. Did one of those again, and you know, luckily it went in. So now we're at the 8th hole, par 3, 240. Yes, that is driver in my hand. Into the wind again, and water left. So I'm trying to cut a drive. I just held on, kept it right, did the right miss, 15-yard, 60-degree wedge. Got plenty of green to work with, but there's a big slope on there that's going to kick the ball left. So I'm just trying to land it just like halfway up that slope and let it kick left and try to feed toward the hole, which it did. Looked at the hole, almost hit it. About 10-footer, though, for par. This would be a huge par. Oh. All right, maybe it was not quite 10 feet, but either way, it was a good par. That gets us a 9, a 485-yard par 4. Remember, we're playing as far back as it goes, 7,250 yards. Water right, so better hit a good one here, and I did. This was my best drive of the day so far. Left me about 160, going 8-iron, and just playing it left of everything, just trying to put it on the green. And for a hole like this, I just want a par is great. So 35-footer left to right, and snuggle that up pretty close, a couple feet, and tap in for par. I'll take that any day on a hole like this. Takes us to number 10. This is a very different look here. 10th hole is beautiful, beautiful framed hole by the trees, and hit a 3-wood, just tugged it a little, ricocheted off a couple trees, leaves me about 167 iron. And I'm just trying to choke down and keep it out to the right a little bit, which I did a little too far and left myself in trouble. No green to work with. Pete Dye is just loving it right now. When people do stuff like this, totally wrong position every time, you're going to pay the price. That's a bogey. 11 will take us to this par 5, 522 yards. Sounds short enough, but it's uphill into the wind. A lot of into the wind story today. But I smoked this right down the middle of the fairway and had a long way. So I'm just going hybrid, trying to lay up to a good number. Unfortunately, I laid up to the worst number. If you watched my TrackMan, sorry about the zoom job here, but left me 60 yards, which is not my best distance. Ended up chunking it, putting it up, and scrambling for par. This is 6 feet for par. Well, so now I'm going to go in scramble mode here for a while, hopefully. 461-yard par 4, and drove it way right. In the rough, 4-iron from 205. Actually hit a good shot here. And thought would run a little bit more, but it's just short. And chipping here with a pitching wedge. Just a little chip and run. Trying to get as close, and about, 20 feet. And watch this. See that? And that. There was a bee. The bee flew on me right when I was putting.
Oh, that was a bee.
This should be a par. I should have made that. That bee messed me up. Here's a 341-yard dog leg left. I'm hitting driver here because I try to cut it back to the wide part of the fairway, which worked out, left me 80 yards. 60-degree wedge. I'm hitting it far. And just trying, the caddy said don't go long. So I was like, okay, I'll hit the 60-degree, and I went long, 25 feet, just off the back of the green. And, man, I'm just too tentative on these fast downhill putts. Scrambling again. Made a par. This could have got away from me if I wasn't careful. This hole I loved. 423-yard, par 4, slightly downhill. Let me know if you like this camera angle. Trying some new stuff for you. 155, 6-iron, like hold off, cut, punch shot to this back pin. Don't go right. There's water and a stream and salmon down there. About a 30-footer, downhill right to left. And, man, I had this right in the heart. Just left it about a foot short. But on this hole, par again. It's a great score. Takes us to this 227-yard par 3 back into the wind. I'm choking down a 3-wood. You cannot go left here. Left will be a hazard, penalty, lost ball, all that good stuff. So I kept it right. The downside is you have no green to work with over here. So pick your poison from that distance. Flop shot, playing it safe, making sure I get on the green. I'll take a bogey here. Or a par if it goes in, doesn't go in. So it's just, take my medicine on that particular hole. It's a good hole. 590, par 5. Hit a good drive, tugged it, touch left, ball above my feet, hybrid, just trying to lay up to a good number this time, which I did. 105, 54-degree wedge, wind hard off the left. So I'm playing this kind of left center of the green. I hit it great. The wind's just taking it. And I hit that slope, and it rolls down. Look at this. So again, scrambling. Hit a 60-degree wedge up here. It just didn't release as much as I thought it would. Left me about 10-footer for par. And the putter and those par putts are going in. This hole I love is the 17, 182, par 3. Wind hard off the right, and it's got my ball in its little grips. Takes it down into this bunker. This is just, don't go here if you're playing this hole. Let me tell you. I'm just trying to get it on the green. And it just barely cleared that lip. I can't see it, but it went right past the hole. It left me a little 3-footer. What a save. That was like the hole of the day for me.
Couldn't see anything. Straight up and down there.
Thanks. 18. They don't even play this tee box. It's 458-yard par 4 on the card, but we played a tee box they don't even use, so I'm not quite sure how much farther it is. And I'm firing right over the fly fisherman's head right there in the river with a 9-iron from 160. This was a great shot. Just drew a little bit. The wind's blowing this direction, and I'm looking to chip this in. No birdies today yet, but I'm looking to try to make this one. I hit it perfect. Just misread the break. Had about 4-footer for par to shoot a 78. And I'm happy with that score out here, Pete Dye course. What a round. If you're ever in the neighborhood, you got to play here. All right, that's the Blackwolf Meadow Valleys Course. Mike, what'd you think?
Phenomenal. This place is really a hidden gem and one of my favorite courses I've ever played. Greens were perfect. Course was tough, but fair. I think it was very scenic. And kicked her butt on the backside.
Yeah, it did. Tough course. If you want to see all Mike's shots, go to Golfholics and give him a follow below. Thanks for hanging out. Good times. Love this place. Love you guys. See you in the next video.